Is this on? Oh, okay, good. This video is for Tommy. Tommy, hello. Miss Montgomery, hello too. I'm not sure if you're still monitoring Tommy's email, but if you are, hello. This is Eleanor. You know me from childhood and stuff? I'm still on the cruise ship, but we're not moving anymore, and my room smells like potatoes, but that's my fault because I spilled mashed potatoes on the floor. They said they can't spare anyone to come clean it up, which is understandable, but I still wish it didn't smell like potatoes. I don't smell like potatoes, just the room does. So the real reason I'm sending you this video is to tell you that I will obviously not be returning from the boat in time for prom. So we cannot go together. And I wanted to give you permission to ask Jessica to prom, because it really seems like you want to go with her. Miss Montgomery, don't worry. Your son is not a cheater. Tommy and I are not dating. There are no romantic feelings between us. None. Seriously. Yeah. I can't go to prom, and you should still go, and with someone you really want to go with, even if that person is Jessica. Jessica is fine, sorta. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. I'll edit that part out. Yes, go to prom with Jessica. She's great, and you two obviously have the hots for each other. I mean, I see you guys talking like all the time after band. You guys seem to have really connected since you switched to the bassoon and stuff. Yeah, but seriously, she's super nice. We sat next to each other in chem last year, and she had a good vibe. Oh my gosh, funny story, super quick. One time during a test, she totally fell asleep. It was hilarious. I've literally never seen anyone do that before. And like during a test, at least it wasn't an AP test. She had like a little bit of drool too. So you can go to prom with Jessica if you want to, and I will release us from our prom pact. Miss Montgomery, Tommy and I made a pact in 6th grade when we were both losers that we would go to prom together if we weren't in a relationship with other people. Or in a relationship with each other, which I know you used to joke about with us, Mrs. Montgomery. You kind of brought it up a lot. Can you imagine? Barf. So, prom. Sorry, I feel like I'm saying prom a lot. Do you ever say a word and it just doesn't sound like a word anymore? Prom, Tommy prom. Sorry, I guess this boat is getting to me. Boat brain. So, if you don't go to prom with Jessica, or if prom doesn't happen at all, we could do, like, our own prom in my dad's basement or something. Remember when we used to rollerblade down there? We could do that, too. But wait, he got it carpeted. You know what? I'll talk to him about that. There's a dance instructor leading video lessons on the boat, and I've been following along. So, there's that. Let me know, buddy old pal. No pressure, just let me know. I think it could be something good once I get out of my potato room and off the boat. Let me know, buddy old pal. Bye, Tommy. Bye, Miss Montgomery. Bye, Tommy. Okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna start over. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hello. I only have a few minutes to talk, I'm afraid. I've got to keep moving. Welcome aboard the Rebecca, Galactic Cruiser AK-734 Alpha Cosine Omega. Nearly 2 miles of pure titanium alloy and solar sails, powered by 14 jump boost engines designed specifically to make the leap between galaxies that Einstein once thought was absolutely impossible. Traveling slowly but steadily along the 2-year course between Earth and Alpha Centauri, the Rebecca offers a pure power cruise for the system elite, the 1% of the 1%. Swimming pools the size of lakes, casinos, racetracks, orchards that grow lasagna in the trees instead of apples, more, and more, all for the utter pleasure of the richest fools of the solar system. Tech giants, energy kings and queens, etheret bigwigs, alien translators, online warriors, politicians, diplomats, and me, the biggest fool of them all. Fool to think things could change, even today, in the bright future we all share. Oh, forgive me, I forgot to introduce myself. That's on purpose, I guess. I'm not used to giving my name in public, and I won't be starting now. My real name wouldn't mean anything to you anyways. Just call me X. You've probably never heard of me. That's on purpose too. The authorities would never want to broadcast the fact that someone like me exists. Not these days. After all, I am the greatest thief in the galaxy. After Corona 2020, they thought that jobs, and it is a job, don't let anyone tell you otherwise, like mine were obsolete, old-fashioned, and finished. After all, in the face of so much danger and so much trauma, and then after the changes that came after it happened, the increase in healthcare, leaps in science, new ideas, new hope, throwing out the old, accepting the new, the useful, the beautiful. They called it the Great Awakening, a second renaissance that shocked the world with its kindness and compassion. Who needed crime when everyone was looking after each other? Who needed to steal things when there was plenty for everyone? Well, as it turns out, I did. Don't get me wrong, I didn't need the things I stole. I wasn't starving, no one was back then. And I wasn't some Robin Hood stealing from the wealthy to give to the not so wealthy. No. Everything I took went right back to me. I just wanted things. I loved things. I loved having them. I loved using them. I loved surrounding myself with them. I had to have gold and jewels on every finger, dressed in the finest cloth, driving the fastest cars, all powered by gas. None of this biofuel electric stuff for me. The dirtier, the better. I was the last of a dying breed. Those who weren't happiest by helping others or by saving the world, but by helping themselves. As Cicero once said, cui bono, or who benefits? And for me, the answer was always me. In an expanding galaxy of activists, do-gooders, self-righteous right-thinkers, I stood out like two sore thumbs. And how could I not? My targets were the richest of the rich, the most powerful of the powerful, those who shaped this brand new existence. If there was a trinket around the neck of the daughter of some king or president, if there was a ring on the second toe of the husband of some high-energy magnate, if there was anything, anywhere owned by anyone who made decisions affecting you and me, I had it in my sights. It was already mine, it was just a matter of when. And they all knew it. They all knew me, although they would never acknowledge me. How could they? My existence was a problem for them. I meant to say that not everyone was blissfully happy. No, not everyone was content. I was the irritant, the trickster, the sand in the oyster of this brave new world. If someone like me, someone who broke the rules for the thrill of it, existed, then all bets were off. I could inspire others. The dominoes would fall and we'd be right back to where we started. I could have continued having fun my whole very long life. That was what I wanted, and that was the plan. But as a famous boxer from the 20th century once said, everyone has a plan until they get hit in the face. And I got hit in the face hard. It was the perfect heist, even for me. I had been planning it for more than a year. Everything was in place. Everything was timed to the millisecond. A prince from a thriving South American country, growing rich and fat in the tech sector, had given his wife a single ruby on the occasion of their first anniversary. And what a ruby. Forged in the heat of pure red sun, it was as big as my heart and just as valuable. After more than a year of bribes and surveillance, I found myself in a place I knew all too well, suspended thousands of feet in the air, hanging upside down in front of a penthouse window. With a steady hand, my diamond-tipped laser carved a hole in the glass just large enough for my hand to slip in and pull the lock. Dozens of alarms had been cut the night before. Paying off lifelong servants was all part of the plan. I knew the schedule to the second. The apartment was empty, and the 175-digit lock combination on the safe had been encrypted into my contact lenses. Nothing was going to stop me. As with so much else, the ruby was already mine. It was just a matter of when. I reached for the safe like a hungry child reaching for a plate of cookies when... "Excuse me," said a voice from across the room. I spun in place, my hands still out reaching for those cookies, for the thing I wanted. There, on the other side of the room, in the bed, which was supposed to be empty, which I had been told by numerous butlers, handmaids, and servants was never, ever used, was an old woman standing there holding the bed curtains aside. "Excuse me," she said. Can I help you?" Her voice was so sorry and so full of pain. Her hair was a dark gray, like tarnished silver, matted with sweat to her forehead. Her eyes were filmed over white, covered with cataracts. She was blind. She couldn't even see me. Even in my panic, I recognized her as the prince's mother. She had been very sick, and reports were that she was near death. "I'm sorry, I had just come in here to lie down. I was feeling so dizzy. Do you work for my son?" she asked. "Yes," I whispered. "Yes, I do." "Oh, I'm so sorry to bother you. Would you please forgive me?" Of course, ma'am," I stammered. What could I do? I couldn't leave through the door, and there were at least a dozen guards in the hall. "Before you go, can you come here for a moment?" she asked. Again, what could I do? As I came over, she reached for me. The skin on her hands was like old paper, loose over her bones, but her fingers were strong and held my hand in a tight grip. "Keep it safe," she whispered, so desperate. "Keep it safe." "Keep what safe, ma'am?" I whispered back with one eye on the door. "My heart. It's here." I couldn't help asking, "Your heart, ma'am?" "My husband gave it to me." The ruby, the son had passed it on. "When I was very young, after..." She stopped. Was she sleeping? "After we lost our first child..." I stopped. I didn't see anything else. Not the door to the hallway or my exit window. Just her now. "It's too big, too beautiful, just too much," I told him. I leaned forward. I couldn't help it. "Not for you," he told me. "Never, never too big for you." Her grip loosened and she was asleep. I backed away from the bed, keeping both eyes on her face. I don't remember how I left the apartment that night, how I got away. The alarms were never tripped. No one ever knew I was there. I heard she died a few days later. And I was done. I couldn't do it anymore. The fun, the thrill, the pure joy of it all was gone. I left that part of me in the safe with the ruby and the old woman's white eyes and never looked back. I booked myself a one-way ticket on the galactic cruiser named Rebecca, headed for Alpha Centauri. As cliche as it sounds, I was ready to start over, to make a new life. But my grandmother used to say that people don't change. Although they kept my existence secret from the general public, too many of the rich and powerful knew what I had done. I was recognized the moment I came on board. tagged by 100 hungry security cameras and thousands of eyes and minds, all hiding trinkets, jewelry, and other goodies I would have been starving myself for only a few months ago. It wasn't long before things started to go missing. Not by me, probably some copycat hoping to cash in on the distractions of my presence on board. And this morning, I woke up to find a 12-man security team marching down the hallway in my direction, looking for me. I've been dodging them ever since, but I can't do it forever. This is a big ship, but it's still 2 years to Alpha Centauri. I could try to tell them about her white eyes and her heart locked in a safe. But they wouldn't listen. I mean, people don't change, do they?
It can't hurt to call one more time. Hi, this is Eleanor Ackland calling from room 9255. I'm sorry to be bothering you again, but I was just wondering if you had any updates. Yes, thank you, but I knew all about that. The captain was quite clear earlier, and I am up to date on the virus information and quarantine details. I was actually looking for a menu update. Yes, the menu for dinner. Well, according to the itinerary, tonight is formal night, and usually the quality of the meal reflects the quality of the attire. And let me tell you, I am wearing a lobster-worthy outfit. You see, I never go to Marshall's because I hate waiting in the lines, but something told me that if I went in there, I would find this court. Of course, I completely understand the severity of the situation, and it is not my intention to waste your time. No, I appreciate everything the staff has done. I just wanted to check on the formal night menu. Okay. They'll start deliveries on the 5th floor at 5 p.m. I had selected late dining, but no, by the time you get to the interior cabins on the 9th floor, it may be late dining anyways. Wait, tell me what's being served. No, let me guess. Prime rib? No, I'm going to go with my gut. Lobster? Is it lobster? I get it. It's a pandemic and we're quarantined, and for our own safety and for the safety of others, we do not have access to the ship and we must remain in our cabins. My mom said I should have sprung for the exterior cabin. If you're going to go on vacation by yourself like a crazy person, you should have a balcony or at least a window. I laughed at her when she said an interior cabin would make me crazy. It's just a week, I said. It's so much cheaper, I reasoned. But now I know my mom was right. And I hate when my mom is right. I am going crazy. Crazy without sunlight, crazy without human companionship, crazy without anything to look forward to. So forgive me for clinging to the small joys of cruise life that I still have, because I should be going to the new collector's Thomas Kincaid sale in the art gallery, playing bingo in the Sphinx Lounge, or getting a live acupuncture demonstration in the Royal Promenade. But instead, I have to watch the life and legacy of Thomas Kincaid on the television, play online bingo on my phone, and perform live acupuncture on myself using the safety pins that I'm using to tack my evening gown to my bra. No, that's not a threat. I never went to the acupuncture demo, so with my luck, I'd probably paralyze myself, and by the time that someone finally found my immobilized body, my bra straps would be showing. I am sorry. I am so sorry. I'm being so selfish. I'm safe. I'm healthy. I have the unlimited movie package and free Wi-Fi. Can you ever forgive me? Thank you so much. And again, I'm sorry.
Oh!
Lobster?
Formal night.
Hello? Hello? Are you there? I keep seeing glimpses of you out of the corner of my eye. A flash or a flicker. A sense of something nearby. A friendly presence. At least, I hope you're friendly. I have been cooped up in this tiny room for 12 days and you haven't been unfriendly yet, so I'm going to be optimistic. The other day, was it yesterday? 2 days ago? What is time anymore? My watch went missing. It was there, on my bedside table. Then this morning it was on top of the closet. Was that you? Are you playing games with me? I think I noticed you the second night of quarantine. The Wi-Fi was out and I was freaking out. I have nobody to contact here, and nobody was telling me anything. My chest got tight. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't think, and everything was spinning out of control, and I was so alone. But then I felt a presence, and I looked up, and I couldn't see anybody, but I felt you. And I knew that I wasn't alone, that at least somebody was there for me. I've been too nervous to talk to you. What if you float away, and I never get to feel your presence again? I think I'll name you Clarice. My friendly little ghost companion, Clarice. It's nice to meet you. I wonder how you got here. Oh God, did you die in this room? On this bed? People die on cruise ships. They just toss them overboard. Did they toss you overboard, Clarice? Are they going to toss me overboard? Am I going to die on this cruise ship? Is that why you're here? To let me know that? I don't want to die in this cruise ship, spending my last hours in this tiny square-foot room with crappy meals delivered to my door and talking to a ghost. This room is basically a coffin, isn't it? So much for a nice solo trip to the Bahamas. I can't believe I spent my credit card points on this. No, you're right, Clarice. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm young and healthy and don't have to worry about this. No worries. Just boredom. Boredom and talking to ghosts. I think I like you, Clarice. I hope you'll stick around. Keep hiding my watch, and I'll keep finding it. And when I finally get to leave this stupid little room, I hope you'll come back with me to the real world. The real world. What even is that anymore? Is this real? Are you real? Am I real?
No, I didn't. I swear I didn't. Yes, you're right. I had no right to touch your possessions. I get that. Please don't. You don't need to call anyone, the captain, the purser, whoever. I can explain. Just take a second to look in your purse. You see, it's your wallet with all the money, identification, credit cards, everything is there. I get how you're confused. Yes, I know you've been searching for it. I know because I took it. I stole your wallet out of your purse 3 days ago. You had no idea it was me because I'm decent at my job. And cruise ships are pretty easy pickings. Crazy. The first time you get caught, just now, I was actually trying to give your stuff back. But I get it. You need to call someone. I won't try to run. I mean, where am I gonna go? Just for the record, I am sorry. I don't really put a black mark on your vacation when I stole it. I'm sure the quarantine along with the theft really made this a bad trip for you. Like I said, sorry. Why? To tell you the truth, it's a living. Not proud of it, but it puts bread on the table. Like I said, people on cruise ships. Oh, you mean why I was trying to give this stuff back? That's a harder question. I hadn't planned on it, not before the quarantine. I mean, I had this kind of system I developed. Contacts the ports, ways to fence the stuff around so it doesn't hang around for long. It's a business, sad as it sounds. That doesn't answer your... Look, why don't you just go ahead and call someone? We don't need to stretch this out. No, I don't have any stuff on me anymore. I'm clean. You were the last one. I snuck everything else back. It was because I began to feel like you know? I couldn't keep taking stuff. I couldn't unload it. The quarantine made me stop and sit and look around. People are scared. You can see in their eyes this unseen thing, this virus. They don't know if it's gonna get to them or if it already has. I mean, they thought they were coming someplace sunny and carefree and safe. All of a sudden, this thing snuck up on them. I couldn't shake this feeling like, look, I steal stuff for a living, or I used to. I made myself okay with that. People had more than me, they didn't relate what I took from them. I made it all right in my head. But quarantine and actually being able to look at people, I started feeling, I couldn't shake this feeling like I was a sickness myself. I couldn't live with that. You're not gonna call? Are you sure I deserve it? All right, I will. Goodbye, thank you, I will. I'll keep my hands clean.
You can do this, just call. It's not hard, just... Never would you believe the words you're about to hear. But it's so much easier to say them now that you're not actually here. I wonder why. Well, anyway, since you're not actually here, I'm gonna have to try to telepathically send you what I'm feeling and hope that mother-daughter connection comes through. Not that we're usually connected, I've been too busy for that. Too distracted with other things I thought were more important, too selfish. But you've always been there for me, so here goes my best go. The day I depart for this cruise, I left behind my captives, my AP courses, finishing my senior year even though everyone knows you've checked out by spring break, and you. Why is it that those things I was so ready to get rid of are the things I want most now? What I want more than anything is you. I will give you a personal invitation to embarrass me in front of my friends more spontaneously singing and dancing to our songs. And you can kick me out of the kitchen anytime because I'm being way more distracted than helping. I want to laugh with you, even though what you think is funny is actually really corny. Like the ever-pretentious Mrs. Goldfish, she was trying to introduce Mr. Peabody, the guest pianist at church. Instead, she said, "And now Mr. Playbody will pee for us," and I was too cool to laugh with you. But then you started laughing and I just couldn't hold back. I miss your laugh. When I get home, I want you to say every single annoying cliche you've ever said to me because they're all replaying in my head right now. Worrying will never solve the issue. Put your positive pants on. Will this matter a year from now? I never admitted it, but I kind of like those cliches. I even find myself repeating them to my friends. But for some reason, I can't tell you that. There's this stubborn thing inside me that every time I want to say the right thing, I can't. I don't. But while you're not here, I want you to feel this, every word I'm saying. I am so sorry. I've never told you just how proud I am to have you as my mom. I love you.
Look, I'm trying not to steal everything right now. I'm changed. I am. I just feel like a little depressed. And I think to myself, maybe I'd feel a little better if I had your ring. Don't worry, I'm washing my hands. Everything is fine. It's not even a real diamond. I wonder if she knows. Maybe I should tell her. Look, we're all having a hard time right now. Just leave me my little vices. You don't need that coat, or that leather handbag, or that chair. My wardrobe has doubled in size. You can see people about to say something when they see me in their clothes, and then they don't. Don't want to get too close, maybe. Or maybe they don't need it as much as I need it. I need it all. All of it. Give me your everything. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I was doing really well too. I was calm. I wasn't stealing things, I had a program, and I was sticking to it. But, well, you know, life likes to throw curveballs. And I was never good at baseball. I stole home once, but they asked for it back. We all lose people, okay? I want something in return. Like, lots of stuff. And in bulk, maybe it won't make me feel any better, but it also feels a little good at first. And that's the problem, isn't it? Because I hate myself for taking it. But look at that. That is pretty. And who knows, tomorrow I may not like it as much as today, but I can find something else just as pretty. Look at you. You've got all kinds of things, don't you? But don't look away too long, okay? Because I'm gonna take some of those things. Don't say I didn't warn you. Oh, look how scared you look. You're hilarious. You don't need any of that stuff. I do. I need it all. All of it.
Oh, hi. So, I'm a kleptomaniac. Like, a for real one. Not like, oops, I stole a pen one time from Sandy's desk. LOL, I'm such a klepto. No, I have a legit diagnosis and everything. It's just sort of what I do. Why? I have no idea. It's not because I get any kind of a rush from it or because I can't afford what I'm stealing. It's just because I want to. Nope, scratch that, because I need to. So, yeah. My therapist was not super excited for me to go on this cruise. But I was like, whatever. What do you know about my life, man? And he was like, literally everything. And I was like, good point. But I decided to go on the cruise anyways because I thought I could handle it. And then the first night here, I stole 13 forks, 3 spoons, a bottle of sunscreen, and this crummy watch that's either super expensive or it's from Walmart. I can't tell and I don't really care. Did it make me feel any better? Nope. Stop asking dumb questions. You're clearly missing the entire point of mental health. And then we heard about the quarantine. like the announcement over the loudspeakers. The meeting we all had to go to, it was weird. Like we're hearing about this super contagious disease while we're packed in together like sardines. I stole some lady's magazine out of her purse while she was talking to her husband about their kids. I guess they have like 4 of them and she was worried about them or something. And I didn't think it was a big deal until we all got masks and gloves and we weren't allowed to leave our cabins. And I'm just like, well, crap. And so I opened my dresser drawer and saw all the random junk I stole and I was like, what am I doing? So I texted my therapist and I was like, I'm in a weird situation. I'm gonna return stuff to people. And he was like, that's good, Alex. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, I steal stuff as a compulsion and it never makes me feel any better. But the prospect of returning it made me, I don't know. Happy's not the right word. Calm is better, and I never feel calm. So I returned everything. But nobody knows I did it. And probably nobody cares. But I do. And if I can make things better by returning all that random junk, then I guess I'm doing something good. I don't know. I'm going to talk to my therapist about this, provided I don't have the coronavirus and keel over in like 3 minutes. Just kidding. Except not. I'm not kidding at all. So, yeah, that's it.
It's me again, the magnificent Mysterio. Day 4 at sea, and they've canceled all the public gatherings. You don't know what this means to me. I am a cruise magician. I do magic, but I can't do magic without an audience. I mean, 10 minutes ago, I made the ace of spades appear in my stateroom's mini fridge. But was that magic? No, because no one saw it except me, and I know how I did it. There was no one to cry, ooh, or ah, or Mysterio, here's my phone number, I'm in love with you, which used to happen all the time. I mean, I'm the magnificent Mysterio. I was so excited to be here. 6 months of cruising around the Caribbean, performing for all the different types of passengers, from the retirees to the grandparents to the elderly. Never imagined I'd be stuck in my room with coronavirus. Just thought it would be like every other cruise and just get norovirus. I just made this pen appear in my hands. And if anyone was here to see it, they'd be amazed. They'd be awestruck. But I know that I keep this pen up my sleeves at all times, and when I need to impress someone, I just roll it into the palm of my hand and present it. That's all it is. No magic, no electricity, nothing amazing. Just practice as shuttle paths and long sleeves. I mean, it's got me thinking. If I can't do magic, am I still magnificent? Am I still Mysterio? Hello, sir. Do you like magic? I want you to think of a card. Any card. Got one? Good. Was this your card? No answer. Can you believe this? When I strode around the Lido deck doing this for people, they would erupt in applause. I can't do this anymore. I give up. Stop calling me Mysterio. My real name is Beth. I am 28 years old and single and still paying off student debt from theater school. I started doing magic because I had a hard time connecting with people. Magic gave me this confident alter ego that I could use to face the world. I was never really that confident. I was looking for validation. Boy, it feels good to just be honest like that. This is me, world, warts and all. Did I just make my ego disappear? That's gotta be the greatest thing I've ever made disappear! And I didn't see it coming! I'm back, baby! Mysterio out!
This started out as a vacation, the first one since the twins were born. They're 4 now, so you can imagine it was the getaway we were longing for, and now we can't get away from it. Having twins was a test of our marriage. Now lock yourself in a cruise ship cabin with your spouse for longer than expected with no access to the tiki bar. That's a test. We FaceTime the kids every day. My mother has them. Thank God. Imagine if we had hired someone to watch them. But still, the long weekend is one thing. 14 days is a whole other thing. My mother is 68. 4-year-olds are so much work. They wake up in the middle of the night to go potty or because of a bad dream or just to snuggle up next to you, and I miss my babies. I'm going crazy. No, I am crazy. They don't understand why we aren't back yet. Explain quarantine to a pair of 4-year-olds. Explain a virus or why we have to stay on this boat and not get off, and then we aren't sick, well, we can't get off, and then we might have it, but don't worry, we don't have it. When we FaceTime, the kids cry. Then I cry, my husband cries, my mother cries, and my poor mother is left with them crying. She has to answer all of their questions at bedtime. She has to tell them that we don't know and mommy and daddy are coming back and then deal with the fallout. She tells me not to worry, that we are going to get through this, that I need to stay strong, that the kids are all right. My mom is still being a mom and a grandma. I feel like I can't breathe. The virus is making me feel this way. I don't even have it. I don't think that
Hey everyone! Miss me back home? Miss you? We barely recognize you. Yeah, the sea has been rough on me. My eyes have gotten googly. I've sprouted fuzz. I seem to be made primarily of textiles. You wouldn't think life in the ocean would turn a person to textiles, would you? But look at me. I'm your worst dirty laundry nightmare. I'm your laundry come alive. Hey, who's behind me? I'm your handler. Get it? Handler? Oh my. Yeah, you're a comic genius. Do you mind? I was telling the folks back home about our transformation. Nice. Becoming single was the best thing that ever happened to you. If you were still a bear, I'd be wearing you. Oh my gosh. Get it? If you were still a pair of socks, you'd be on my feet. You know, you should really laugh at my jokes because, well, I own you. I bought you to wear. I can do whatever I want with you. I can throw you out this portal. Ow! No, you can't. It doesn't open. Seriously? It doesn't open? You know that. You know everything that I do. Yeah, I do. Oh, don't be sad. I'm your laundry come alive. That was a nice bit. I appreciate your efforts, but we're trapped here. Not forever. Feels like forever. I'm a talking sock. And I'm talking to a sock. Yeah, well, who else you got? Makes complete sense. What if we're trapped here? What if we'll never leave? Viruses have lifespans too, you know. We just gotta outlive the sickness. You know, make sure we do our push-ups. And a 1, 2, 3. Oh, you look ridiculous. This was supposed to be a really fun trip. I was supposed to meet new people. People I wasn't going to be able to run away from. Because I have this problem. I meet someone I want to get to know better, right? And just can't seem to say a single thing to them. It's like, I know I'm going to make a complete fool of myself, so I just clam up. Clam? That's good. Anyways, but I thought that if they couldn't run away any more than I could, right? Then maybe I could relax without always worrying about May 18 first impressions or second impressions even. I could maybe not be such an awkward kook. You, an awkward kook? And now I'm stuck in this room. I'm not meeting any new people. And I'm trapped with my awkward kook self. Don't tell me this is an opportunity to make lemonade out of lemons, because there are no lemons. There is no redeeming fruit in any of this. Thanks. I get it, I guess. You just gotta roll with it, you know? Roll with the waves. Feel them? Roll with the waves. Beneath us, rolling. They just keep going, don't they? Yeah.
Hey, you, yes, you, hat, lanyard, yes, you, hi. Have you seen my watch? It's one of those fitness ones, real chunky, bright blue band, and I know what you're gonna say. It's probably in my room somewhere. I mean, it has to be room somewhere, doesn't it? It's not like you've been ashore recently. But anyway, the band, it gets itchy sometimes, and so I like to take it off places. And I do like to walk around the ship. I mean, at home I like to run. I'm actually training for a marathon. Half marathon, canceled now, but did you know that you can't run on boats, like, anywhere, even before the quarantine? Did you know that? You can't run on boats, it's a law or something. But the ship staff, the captain, whoever the heck is in charge, they say it's okay to walk as long as you don't touch or interact with anybody or anything. 6 feet, right? But most people are too afraid to leave their cabins, so I can pretty much walk anywhere and it's fine. You know how most people just do 10,000 steps a day? You know what I do? I do 20. 20,000 every single day. You know how long it's been since I've missed a day? 4 years. I could actually tell you the exact number of days. There's this app, and this app, it says, it says 1,499 days. That's my streak, and if I don't find my watch, I won't get my streak. I won't get my streak because there's no other way to put your steps in there. And I know that 1,500 is just a number, but 1,500, and if I don't find my watch, I won't get my streak. If I don't get my streak, then what am I even doing here? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to wander around the ship, be the official cruise ship host like some 3rd grade Harry Potter character? I'm so... The streak. You know? This ship, it does feel haunted sometimes. Do you ever feel that? Like when I'm running on the deck, I can hear voices above me, below me, talking, crying, sometimes singing. But I can never make out exactly what they're saying. Why they're crying. This whole, I don't know what to call it, situation is very Act 1 of zombie movie, and I don't like zombie movies. Please, I need my watch. I know it's dumb, but it's normal. And I need normal. Please, I need my watch. It's chunky and it's blue.
No one tells you how small these staterooms are. I can just turn around without bumping into the bed, and the toilet doubles as a shower, which is good because we ran out of TV days ago. I don't even know what time it is anymore. I used to have this intense, pressing OCD need to know the time all the time because of my Apple Watch. But I dropped it out the porthole. And it got eaten by a shark. There are lots of sharks out here. They keep circling. It's like they know we don't have long. But someone said they're just nurse sharks, and even when their stomachs are empty, nurse sharks are harmless. But I don't know who to believe anymore. The tour group from Idaho took the mouse hostage yesterday. The costume, not the kid that plays him. At least, I hope they let the kid go, because I think they're planning on burning it in effigy. I'm pretty sure they're gonna set the ship on fire, but we're surrounded by water, so we should be all right. Right? I'm spending my time meditating. There's no TV, and I've read all the People magazines I stole from the store. I feel kind of bad. I cut them out with my cuticle scissors and pasted them on the wall with my toothpaste. These are my friends now. Billie Eilish, Meghan Markle, that one serial killer, Cher. I feel really close to them. I even wrote them a song last night after I ate some old mushroom pizza and got high from food poisoning. Okay. It's a tragedy not to have an exit strategy, just a menagerie, a People magazine, celebrities. No one ever let me sing before. Probably a good thing. Oh, it's happening. The nightly wilding. See, I'm sheltering in place. But the group from Idaho, they went feral fast. Stole the finger paints from the daycare, got down to their skivvies, and painted each other wild colors. Then danced on the captain's table on the sun deck. From the howling, I think they just discovered that finger paint doesn't have SPF in it. I'd offer my own prescription kind, except it's expired. It makes me look like I'm wearing vanilla frosting on my face, so I never use it. Maybe I'll offer it to those crazy Idahoans. Maybe if I do that, they won't make me walk the plank, like they did to that group from Florida. Oh!
Good morning, everyone. It's me, Mr. Biedermeier, and I have an update on our big class trip. Now, as you know, the class cruise to the Grand Tucky Basin was supposed to happen in 6 days. And though the authorities canceled school this week, I'm here to tell you not to worry. Classes aren't canceled this week. And I've just heard there have been no traces of the virus in Grand Tucky, so pack your things, okay? Because this trip will most definitely happen. Alright, everybody, I'll see you next week. Hello, everyone. It's me, Mr. Biedermeier. As you've probably heard by now, the authorities canceled school for the next month, and that includes all class trips. Yeah, I know, this is really hard. I mean, a lot of you have waited for this all year. But there's got to be something we can do. Come heck or high water, we're still going to have the best class trip ever, okay? Stay strong, everyone. I'll see you soon. Ahoy, mateys, it's me, Captain Biedermeier, and I have good news. Our class cruise is happening right now! Yeah, I know, we're not allowed to leave our houses, but we can use the magic of the internet to have our very own virtual cruise. Here's our cruise ship. Isn't it beautiful? And look at all the interesting and worldly passengers on this ship with us.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Paz, and I come from a nation with different customs than yours.
Wow, Mr. Paz, we just love your accent. Oh my goodness, everyone, look! There it is! The beautiful Grand Tucky Basin! It looks even better in person. Hey everyone, let's get a selfie! Boy, am I tired. Everyone, let's all turn in for the night. Thanks for helping me make this the best class trip ever. See you soon. Well, everybody, I hope you're doing okay since our virtual ship was quarantined. Apparently, Mr. Paz was infected with the virus. So, just to be safe, I rounded up all the other passengers and set them on fire. I know this is hard, but we're Americans, damn it, and we're going to be just fine. Before we know it, everything will all be back to normal again. I'll see you soon, okay? Adios, amigos. Do you feel the beautiful ocean breeze? Do you hear the exotic walruses? Do you smell the salty seawater? Oh my gosh, it's President Abraham Lincoln! It's an honor to meet you, sir. Hey everyone, the president says it's okay if we all go for a swim. Come on in, everyone. The water's just fine. Everything's just fine. This is the best class trip ever. Hey everyone. You know, I've always wanted... Never mind. See you.